Would now recognize the gentleman from Indiana, Mr. Young, for the purposes of introducing our next witness.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's my honor and pleasure today to welcome to this committee a fellow Hoosier. Tom Snyder is president of Ivy Tech Community College, our statewide community college system, which is the largest of its kind in the country. President Snyder has been in his role since 2007, leading Ivy Tech. They have more than 200,000 students in our state, 30 campuses, and 100 learning centers. Tom, I thank you for coming here today to testify and look forward to hearing how this new definition of full-time is affecting our adjunct professors and the students you serve. I yield back.
Thank you. Mr. Snyder, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity to speak with you on behalf of Ivy Tech and our 200,000 students and nearly 8,000 faculty and staff. We also want to thank you, Chairman Camp and Ranking Member Levin, for scheduling the hearings on this important matter. And separately, we'd like to thank Representative Young, along with Representative Kind and Representative Paulson, for sponsoring the bill to repeal the medical device tax, with the goal of protecting thousands of very high-paying jobs, not only in Indiana, but across America. As you have stated, Mr. Chairman, we must be working together to remove obstacles for individuals seeking full-time work. Our focus at Ivy Tech, as it is for community colleges all across the country, is to prepare students for future careers. The community college structure, unique to the United States, is our country's most affordable and accessible option to higher education. If we're to close the global attainment gap, we must do all we can to keep it both affordable and accessible. Indiana, as was said, is a one statewide community college, the largest system in the country with campuses across the state. We are open admission with a wide variation in college preparedness. We have some students entering right after high school. Others are doing a career change and entering at age 30 or 40 or 50 or even older. Indiana's public colleges, among them, Ivy Tech has more than 1/2 of all Pell Grant recipients, and Ivy Tech has more than 1/2 of all African Americans in public colleges. For many of these students, Ivy Tech is their best chance in life to get an education needed for today's workforce. And I would argue that the community college system is more critical than most any other institution in rebuilding America's middle class. One of our keys to this success is our adjunct faculty team of more than 4,500. Most are practitioners in their field working full-time in another job, bringing their real-life, real-time experiences to the classroom. Moreover, these adjuncts are very often the individuals that we would consider for full-time positions. In fact, over the last 4 years, we have placed more than 500 adjuncts into full-time faculty or staff positions. I also want to be very clear that we are firm supporters of ensuring Americans have broader access to health care. However, I want to highlight a couple serious issues related to the 30-hour rule. We are very pleased that this bill, authored by Congressman Young, will bring some clarity and a possible solution to the 30-hour problem. The Affordable Care Act has caused us to reevaluate teaching hours for our adjunct faculty. We've done this with very limited guidance. Like most community colleges, our funding does not provide for any large unfunded mandate such as the ACA 30-hour rule. The annual impact on us would be $10 to $12 million, with a total statewide health care bill today of $25 million, so a 50% increase. The penalty provisions we could face for exceeding 30 hours, knowing we have thousands of adjuncts all over the state, is not an option we could even consider. Moreover, a very little known effect is the IRS has said preparation time must be considered. We are just not sure how to factor in preparation time for 4,500 adjuncts, or what other aspects must be included in this determination. So to be cautious, we have limited the hours of adjunct faculty that they can teach. All of this results in having to find more adjunct faculty to meet student demand, which really results in another challenge: the lack of additional credentialed faculty causing classes to be canceled and students turned away. The uncertainty of implementing the 30-hour rule has impacted colleges across the country, but none more dramatically than the community college system. The end result may be less student access and the inability of faculty to stay with one college. Some of our adjuncts have taken positions at other institutions to fill the financial gap, inadvertently reducing the exposure to full-time faculty opportunities in the future. If, as proposed, 40 hours was be the measurement for full-time, it would allow institutions much more flexibility. We would still need further guidance and clarity on how to treat hours such as preparation time, a very difficult issue. But we would be able to manage the process much easier than today. This is a critical discussion. This is about ensuring that we are able to provide the best educational product at Ivy Tech while protecting the jobs of our adjunct faculty. At Ivy Tech, we strive to have the right resources in the right place to educate hundreds of thousands of Hoosiers for the jobs of the future. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. Ms.